Hello, everybody. Give a few minutes for the darlings to get your notification and come in here. I know it's a weird time to go live, but look who's doing it. So let's see. Going over some notes. This is just going to be a quick little afternoon show since I didn't do anything this morning. My house is crazy busy right now. Just there's 8 people going in 8 different directions, and I got to keep track of everybody. So anyway, come on in. Let's see. Dragonfly. Let's see. By the way, Dragonfly, I got your email about the deck of cards. I've seen that before. It's been a long time, but I found that fascinating as well. And I can go over that with everybody if they want to see it. Let's see. Let's see. I always try to write down your all's questions when you text them to me, so that's what I'm going over to make sure I don't repeat nothing here. Okay. All right. So, hi, Michael. How are you, darling? I usually only get to talk to you in the comments. Miss Joe is in the house. All right. Like I said, I know it's weird. Friday afternoon, I usually either do a morning or evening or really, really evening, late. But you know me, I have to go with energy and I have to go around this crazy family that I belong to and their schedule. So this worked for me. Lee's still at work. And as always, you will have to forgive me if there are little people running around and come through the door and are going back and forth. So anyway, how are you guys? Good? Still kicking? I just noticed a fruit fly. Oh, we're going to fight today. Okay. It's always just like one. Not to irritate the life out of me. All right. So, first things first. Monday night, this coming Monday, November 7th, and I'm aiming for 7 p.m. We're going to do a Zoom with Nadia so I can send out all the invitations. And if you're not on my normal list to be sent an invitation for that, you just either text it to me or email me. Joe Biden shouldn't be coming out on a Friday. Or maybe you should. Anyway, email me your address and I will add you to the invitation list to send it. I will record it and I will upload it to YouTube if they don't piss me off. You know how it goes. Oh, what kind of weather you got coming, Dragonfly? Well, you're in New York, so you get what I normally get, and well, after I get it, so yeah. I don't doubt snow will fly eventually. Anyway, so if there's anybody in here that would like to join the Zoom, if you're catching this on the replay, these are the things that we're going to talk about. And I'm going to pull it up because Nadia and I have been trying to talk about it. Now, I don't know if you guys know who she is, but beautiful Dolores Cannon. We've got a little bit of her stuff if I can get it to upload. You know how that goes because it's a video. But we'll see if we can get her video on there, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Let's see what else we have. Oh, forgiveness techniques and meditation. We're going to continue on that. And how we can manifest a new world, because there's lots of things that we probably could be doing, but aren't. Or we need to, I guess, kind of sharpen our skills about manifestation and in our new world and what we're going to go into. Dolores Canny, yes, Michael. She was a beautiful woman. Okay. Well, since this is just a quick Friday afternoon show, oh, Mary made it in here. I told you I'd text you, so not everybody gets notifications. So, and if you're not, you're having trouble and you need me to send you a text, I don't mind doing that. I'll just put y'all in a group and go, getting ready to go live. Yep. So I'm glad you made it, sweetie. So we're going to go over a handful of questions. But yeah, to finish up real quick, Monday night, 7 p.m., me and Nadia and whoever wants to join us. So we all know they don't like me going live with Zoom yet because of my small little itty bitty channel. Well, it may be a small itty bitty channel, but we got big energy and love in here. So I'll work around it. We'll just meet on Zoom and then we'll upload it to YouTube so everybody can catch it later. So Monday, the 7th of November, 7 p.m. Okay? So let me know if you'd like to join. A couple people have mentioned to me that when they watch it on the replay that the live chat is not showing up on the replay. I'm well aware. It does it to me too. I promise you, I click the replay button for live chat every time. And that's just the assholes at YouTube. What can I say? I don't know. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. I apologize. I'm lucky to be able to see everything in here that when we're actually live. Well, Mary, I'm not arguing that to get the channel bigger, but I believe the universe and energy will get it bigger when it's meant to get bigger. And then I also know that there's negative consequences to channels when they do get too big because they become less personal and you have to start dealing with trolls, which is fine. You know me, I'll bring out the and we'll fight them, but it is what it is. It needs to grow. I'd like for it to grow, but you know, that's up to energy and universe. And if we don't, that's okay. I'm completely content with our little family here because I enjoy you and your company and I love you. And we have a rockin' show anyway. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Let's get down to business. So if you have a question, put it in the chat as always. If not, I'm going to get to the ones that people have sent me. And if I wrote one down myself. Okay. Which I don't think I have too many of those. They're all in my head. Scary place to be. Don't go in there. Okay. And I know Caroline's not in here right now, but if you see this on the replay, I know I need to email her back. I apologize. I'm not very good about getting back to people because it's so chaotic with the stuff going on around here. I had another neighbor move out. Monday night trick or treat. Our neighborhood was blacked out because there's nobody here. Me. That's probably why they moved. I'm just teasing. Caroline, the thumbnails for November. Oh, that's another thing. I can ask you guys. Because we just started November, we want to do our global around the world issues and do that for November. Do you guys have a particular day or night? Or, I mean, it could be a morning show. We could do a global events in the morning. I know people still work. People still have lives. I'll try to accommodate as many as I can. So we're going to work on when would be a good time to do that. Obviously, Monday is the Zoom. Tuesday is election day, and that'll be crazy enough. I will probably go live sometime Wednesday, Thursday, depends on how long they say they have to count votes or results come in, because we want to be able to discuss those, whether they get stolen, whether they're accurate. Everybody's going to want to know. So don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. But y'all let me know, because I try not to take up too much of your time on your weekends and that kind of stuff. So it is, Michael. And I really like the energy. And I will tell you this, I have seen channels go downhill, and I won't mention any truthers. I've seen channels go downhill when they get so big, and then negative energy creeps in and it gets a little ugly. And I don't have time to cleanse any more than I'm cleansing now, but I like our little family. I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful for what we have. You guys are a blessing, and I'll take you anytime. All right. First things first. Miss Mary sent me, we were talking about food the other night. Remember, we were talking about food getting cleaned up, and they're taking all the poison out of it. But boy, now it tastes bland and yucky. And Nadia messaged me last night about the food she was eating, and she goes, blech. And it's hard. It's going to take us time to get back to, what normal organic food is supposed to taste like. Now, I know that they put organic food out there, but first of all, who can afford it? And if you do, it still blends in with everything else that's got poison and pesticide on it. So I just can't afford it. I've got too many people to feed. If they wanted us healthy, they would make fresh produce a lot cheaper and chicken nuggets a lot more expensive, if that makes sense, especially when you got babies. They don't want to do that. It's cheaper to go get a $5 little, well, they're not $5 anymore, a Little Caesars pizza than it is to go buy pre-processed in the store. It doesn't make any sense to me, but, they have rhyme and reason why they do it. But anyway, so we were talking about food and preservation and how it's going to take a long time to get all the poison out, and they have to do it slowly over time, because if they don't detox us from the poisons, it'll kill us. It'll be too hard on our hearts, and it'll just kill us. But Mary sent me an interesting thing that she had heard or read somewhere, that they can actually 3D print food. And I went, ew. Y'all know what a 3D printer is, okay? So they can print physical things. I had a family member that had one of the very first 3D printers, but isn't that made out of plastic? Not that they don't put that in our food either, but you know what I'm saying? 3D printing food. Has anyone else heard that? That makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. You heard it on a YouTube show? You're right, Dragonfly. There's no money in healthy people. Big Pharma says, a patient cured is a customer lost. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, let's ask. There's Miss Nadia. She came in because her ears were burning because I was talking about her. No, Nadia, I was just announcing the show Monday. We're going to aim for Monday night at 7 p.m. And we're going to talk about beautiful Dolores Cannon, forgiveness meditation, and how to manifest a better world, and whatever else flies into the picture. But that way everybody has the weekend to try to figure out if Monday's free for you. Of course, I will record it. Told you that. And we also mentioned, Nadia, that like your food you ate last night tasted like crap. We got another food question. Mary wants to know if they're 3D printing food. Ugh. Is that some kind of Star Trek-y thing? Just wondering. Remember old school. Captain Kirk. All right. Are they 3D printing food? Ugh. Yep. Yes, they are. They're going to roll this out slowly but surely. This is disgusting. Or their intention is to roll it out. I don't see how far it's going to get because we're going to walk into a brand new world where everything goes back to non-poison. So here we go. This is our Knight of Wands. We're just asking the question because in this aspect, we're going to fight this because this is ridiculous. But it also tells me who's the military could be behind it. Maybe, I don't know. Please tell me that they're not experimenting on our military for this. MREs are bad enough. Okay. Yes, this is for the whole community. That's Three of Cups is a community card. So, yep. So they're doing all the work and they're going to give it to us as a harvest. Remember, that's our harvest card. Ugh. But in the past, they had to figure out how to balance out, Two of Pentacles, balance out and manifest when they're going to give it to us, how they're going to give it to us, and of course, convince us that it would be okay. And under it, giving and receiving, all of humanity, but not good humanity. It's not good for us, okay? Giving and receiving. They wanted to give it to us, and we would be like, okay. Mm-mm. Oh, no, 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 no. But they were going to do it slowly because as our baby page, remember? It would be rolled out slowly but surely. Maybe it's just one or two products here and there. Maybe it's a combination of putting some items into the food, normal foods we eat. Not that there's anything normal about any of them. But the Ace of Pentacles, it's about money because manufacturers would make a lot of money off of this, save a lot of money. They're trying to convince us that, well, you want to lower inflation. Well, here's some plastic. Yeah. But remember, he's also a big dog, big ace, okay? So we need to, as the powerful ace people in this, manifest not as money, but bringing it down, going, we're not doing this. I will take our creators' fruit trees and vegetable gardens over that crap any day, okay? But yeah. Ooh, yeah, we got to get these guys out of here. Mm-mm. We need to manifest our power going, we're not doing this. Because they have no boundaries. Your King of Cups has no boundaries, lots of secrets. Well, just trust us then, Edith. I don't think so. Community, this is to give it to the community, but because he sits next to this king who has secrets, I will take it as a coven and not good, okay? But because this is the middle confirmation card, I will also look at the other one, which is positive, okay? And say, as a community, we will manifest good things and we will have the Six of Swords to move out of troubled water. We will get this out, but we are going to have to use our voices with swords, okay? We will have to fight this. You know, they got big, high, and mighty the last 20 and 30 years over putting all the facts of all the food and everything on the back. Well, they're going to have to disclose, you know, is this 3D printed? Is this plastic? Is this chemicals? Blah, 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 blah. Your base card on that was the Two of Swords, fear of the unknown. We don't manifest out of fear. We need to manifest out of our power and authority, okay? So we got a yes over 3D printing. That was their goal to slowly bring that out, which is pathetic. I mean, it's bad enough that they wanted to convince us that first you'll owe nothing, be happy. And what was the other one? Eat worms and crickets, and you can eat bugs while we go eat steak. I don't think so. All right, what else we got? Good point. Nadia said, if anyone has manifesting ideas of how to move forward, meaning, you know, manifesting our new world, things we can do, ideas, have it with you on Monday for our Zoom meeting. Okay, so keep that in mind. Come prepared. Bring your notebook and your pencil. Jen might give you a quiz. No, I won't, because I'll flunk it too. I don't remember nothing. Excuse me. I'm very throaty in my house. I was outside yesterday and I cannot handle these wet leaves. Okay. Pardon me. Please remember also, Michael, in your prayers, we're not sure yet because it's early stages and he's afraid that he might be getting that hand, foot, and mouth virus. It's a pain in the butt. I worked childcare for years and it is very contagious. I just told him stay away from the babies as much as you can. There's nothing you can do about it. Let it run its course. Keep everything clean and sanitized. And we're not sure yet, but he's starting to see a couple little things he's got in question. So y'all keep him in your prayers. It's nothing we can't handle. It's just a pain in the butt. You are correct, Dragonfly. Well, not only with the enzymes and the chemicals in our human bodies, we're not meant to eat bugs, for one. Second of all, there are a lot of bugs on this planet that the evil created over the last few thousand years. Mosquitoes are man-made, if you didn't know. The other thing is, because bugs are also affected by the chemicals and pollution and poison, you're eating them, you're still eating chemicals and poison. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Any children or grandchildren in their 20s, ask them because they are the builders. Yeah. Yeah. Talking about our, our next generation, I got a house full of them. They're all in their 20s, teens, and littles. Mainly are the old people. But I want to shout out to my son, Jonathan. He got a deed to his house that he's building today. I'm so proud of him. He and his wife are manifesting great things. He's better at this than I am. So congratulations, Jonathan. But yeah, we need to ask that generation because they're the ones that are really, truly the future. I mean, it's not like we're going to leave tomorrow, but we don't know. It's their new world more than it is ours. So maybe they've got ideas that we never even dreamt of. Okay. And then we can sit down with them and talk and say, okay, how can we help as an older generation to manifest those for you? We also need to teach them how to manifest. You'd be surprised. Them youngins, as I say, are a lot more advanced at manifesting than we are. Some of us are new to it. Some of us have done this for years. But I guarantee you a lot of the littles are little baby star seeds, and they know. They know. All right. So 3D printing our food. Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Miss Nadia sent me a message about the Iran protesters. And I saw a couple weeks ago where they weren't really going after the protesters. They were just letting them protest in the street. I also, then they have a big prison that was burning to the ground as well. Lots of gunfire. We don't know if this is real footage, old footage. We don't know. We're just guessing. So we bring tarot in. But Nadia let us know that there was footage that they're now shooting the protesters. Wouldn't surprise me if that Ayatollah is still in there. That's just what they do. Are they really shooting these protesters? Didn't you tell me there's like 256 dead as of the time you sent me that message last night? Which is scary to think. They're just going to kill you in the street. This is what happens when people can't have guns. Told you. 2A all the way. If you don't know what that means, Second Amendment. We are very blessed to have a Second Amendment. You know what I mean?
So let's just ask, are they really shooting these protesters? I would love to see Iran get back to, people call it Iran and Iran. It doesn't matter to me how you pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. Around the 1970s, before it went to crap, they lived just like we did here in America. And before 1959, so did Cuba. Gorgeous, very rich, very blessed. It's what happens when communism and socialist dictators get in there. All right. Are they shooting protesters in Iran? Oh, Jesus, I hope not. But I also know it could be BS. And it could have been part of their soul contract too. So we don't count anything out. Mm-hmm. I kind of got this intuitively last night when Nadia sent it to me. I thought, well, if they are, it's meant to be a wake-up call to change things. And that's what I just got. Okay. So this is us just asking the question, hey, give me some information. Like you're waiting to hear, okay? They're doing the work. We're doing the work by looking it up journalistically and, doing what we need to do. Are they shooting protesters? In this aspect, it is a big yes. Ace of Swords. Yes, they are. They are slaughtering them in the street. Mm-hmm. Why? Let's do your pass card first. To bring a message. I have to slowly bring you a message. Okay, thank you, Winks. He said, well, it started out, they left the protesters alone. And then they went to the prison burning down. So apparently that's all connected. It's going in stages, baby page stages, drip drop, right? Now it's gotten ugly, taken to the next level. Why? To change the world, to wake them up as well, okay? Very quickly wake them up to tyrants and evil, okay? Here's another thing. Another ace. Advice, help manifest a great outcome for this. We bless the people that have lost their lives and ended their soul contract and went wherever they need to be. We need to manifest. Okay? Who's in charge? Who's in charge? Not only we are, these are your advice cards. We are in charge of manifesting spiritually. Who's manifesting physically? The military is well aware of what's going on. Confirmation. Gotcha. Clean up. Okay. So it's our wish and desire that the universe fix this. Our wish card, 10 of Cups. Manifesting our wishes. Okay. It's going to take a lot of work. It's work in progress. Okay. And we need to do it as a collective. This is well aspected the way this reading is because he's on the end. Is the community card. So we as a collective need to work hard to manifest good healing and a new beginning for the Iranian people. Does that make sense? So, but I did get a yes that this is happening, that it is real, which is sad. Non-player characters. You mean the Iranian people, the government, our military? Be more specific for me. I don't know. It's non-player character in the movie because I know they're a part of it, and I know a good portion has been cleaned up. But Iran has a lot of bad pockets, just like Ukraine did. So I just want to understand your question before I give an answer because I want to make sure it's correct. Let's look at your base card. Well, that would make sense. That's your 8 of Cups. Iran needs a new beginning. The Iranian people need a new beginning. Okay. So that's what we're manifesting for them. People shot, no soul. Oh, you mean like clones? Let's see. But you know what? Tied in with that question, let's ask Universe. No souls. There are some of the species of the bad off-worlders that are in that category as well. Let's tie that in with the question. Let's say bad off-worlders are people down here that have just been cloned over and over again. That's why you should never offer your DNA. I know it's easier said than done because we've all had blood drawn and things like that. But, honey, they've got hybrids going. There's not much you can do about it, but tell you what, the world does not need any more of me. I'm enough. But good question, Nadia. So let's just blend the question. People with no souls, maybe just cloned and cloned and cloned. Evil off-worlders, and that's who they're cleaning up. Could explain why they had all that. They're burning down that prison and, shots fired that way too. That very well could be. All right. So we're looking at the non-player characters of who's being shot. Interesting. What? They're not shooting good people. They're shooting bad people. This is a cleanup. This is a cleanup. I'll show you. We're asking the question because we're worried about it. Okay? Don't lose sleep over this. And it says don't lose sleep over who it is because you don't need to worry about it. You might celebrate. Funny that you're laying there. This is an issue that we do not need to be concerned about, okay? This card is still in the same position as the last question, and that was to change the world. We're changing the world. Don't worry about it. Who are we getting rid of? Who's that dude? You guys know who he is. 7 of Swords, that's your thief. Interesting. Right underneath him confirms that this represents the bad guys. Is that who they're taking out? Ace. Yes. Okay. Just like the don't lose sleep, that 9 of Swords. Don't lose sleep over that. Because it says do not fear the unknown. Okay, the truth is coming out. We're blinded by it right now. But it's part of the cleanup, the contract. That's the Lover's card. It's a contract, the alliance. And I said that we'd have a reason to celebrate. Here's why. Because here's your 6 of Wands, and that's our victory. It's an alliance card. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Remember I told you this card can have a good side, and I'm going to show you what it is again because it doesn't come up very often that way. He's aspected. Very, very bad. Of course, that's the devil. But because he sits beside the sun, which is a brilliant, bright card, The devil is aspected in this way of breaking the chains of the Iranian people, okay, and the tyrannical government that they've been under, the Ayatollah, okay, and the military. This is breaking chains for a new beginning, setting the people free. That's how well aspected this card can be, okay? Freeing the people. They'll have pure sovereignty because you have the sun right there. He sits beside that. He has to be aspected very, very well. Okay. Final card, bring in a new leader. That's the hearts and desires of the people because it's a wand, the King of Wands. It's the hearts and desires to bring in a new leader, a new beginning. Okay. That's good news. So Nadia, good question. Here's your base card. And since it was well aspected, with that reading, we have to look at it as the collective and the good community of the people in Iran. It's to manifest good things, and it's also Pentacle, so it's manifesting prosperity for the people. Okay, as a collective. Does that help? You're fine, Mary. You take your time. Take care of the fur babies. Interesting. That's good news. So what we got, Nadia, was whoever's being taken out, because we asked, is it people with no souls? Is it bad off-worlders? And it just said, they're just all thieves and they're bad and we're taking them out. Okay. Which tells me there's a whole plethora of different types of bad people in that. So probably a big combination. Interesting. All right. Interesting. It is. All right. Working these out. All right. So, seeing another picture that Nadia sent me with the chemtrails, what clouds used to look like to us in our generation, the older generation when we were younger. White, fluffy balls of cotton, and now we're all just staring at grid patterns and chemtrails, and it took us a while to figure out, okay, they're poisonous, trying to kill us. And then we heard that, well, now it's good stuff and it's healing medicines for us. And then when I was looking at the thing that Nadia sent me, and I just got a download of, I got two things. One was Dr. Tesla, because in some of his studies, he talked about in the ionosphere, when he was discovering the ionosphere for his energy purposes, he realized, especially with radio waves, it formed a grid pattern, okay? And he said, it's not something you can just look up and see, but when he would do experiments and stuff with energy, he could see it would form a grid pattern. Interesting. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And then the second part is, and this is positively aspected, not negatively, if it has something to do with our off-worlders that are cloaked right now sitting above us. I know that sounds strange and like, man, you're pushing it, Jen. I don't know about that, but we didn't know about a lot of things a few years ago. So let's ask, and if you want to take the question in a different direction, Nadia, you're more than welcome. Could these chemtrails, let's do the off-worlder, could it be a sign of off-worlder presence to get you to look up and pay attention? Maybe it's just like, hey, here's your sign. I don't know. The answer could be no. It's just curious. Okay. I had split the deck on that when I got an off-worlder card. But they said go ahead and shuffle. So, okay. Are y'all still there? Y'all just froze. I keep thinking you're just either sitting crisscrossing the floor going, waiting for story time, or my chat's totally frozen. I never know because it's just sitting there. Story time with Jen. Well, if that's it, at least bring snacks. All right. Chemtrails. This grid pattern and what we're seeing, could it be a sign of an off-world presence above our heads? Oh. Love story time. All right. You better watch. We'll do story time. Next time we'll do show and tell. Everybody bring their fur baby in. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. Excuse me. All right. So we'll do the first part. Well, you're just cards showing up a lot today, aren't you? I didn't expect that answer. I was thinking, Jen, you've lost your mind. Odd. Off-world or presence. They just answered 2 questions in one. One has nothing to do with Tesla. We had mentioned before that they're cleaning stuff up and giving us good, healthy things now. And then I asked I mentioned the off-worlders too. So they answered 2 in 1 the way this is laid out. Now I'll explain it the best I can. Okay, this is us asking the question because when we look up and see that crap, we're thinking, oh God, you're going to kill us. It's your 5 of Cups. We're thinking, oh Lord, they're poisoning us again. Remember, see what's going on behind you. There's good stuff going on that you can't see. Of course, that's part of our movie as well. They, before they were trying to take us down because of the bad crap. But nope. Good stuff. Good stuff. Interesting. What is good about this, Jen? Because this is community collective card. Us as a family. Humanitarian as well. All of us. Human beings. But not just human beings. Our trees, our plants, our fur babies, everybody. This is to help us as a whole. It's a celebration as well. Okay. Why are we celebrating? I know. They said lay it down. You're going to answer it the first way, and then you're going to pick them back up and answer the second question. So I have to leave them in order. Why are we celebrating and looking at what's good? Because in the past, are they cleaning it up? Which means they've been doing it for at least 2 or 3 years. You have an ace, hearts and desires, but it's a big fat yes. They're cleaning it up. Who cleaned it up? There's Mr. T. Okay. Now, they had to find a balance, just like the cleaning up the food. They had to balance it out because if they just start raining down what is supposed to be good, it's weird. Our bodies have adapted to poison so much that they have to drippy drop it out, right? But overall, cleaning it up, another big, fat, huge family ace. Yep. Well, that's interesting. They also use moon phases of when they spray because I guess it changes the ionosphere. I don't know. That just came to me. All right. But it's very, very strong. It's well aspected. They're on the right track. Okay. And they're going to continue to clean up our atmosphere. They're trying to convince you it's climate change and you're the reason everyone's going to die of 3,000 degree Earth. It's all horse crap. Cleaning it up is very strong. Great. Remember, this guy's dead center. Who's responsible? He's dead center. Very strong alliance, not to worry. Okay. So that's for the part of the cleaning it up, chemicals and good stuff. That's what it says. Now I'm going to do the other half of the question because sometimes tarot will answer 2 at once, but they tell you how to do it. Okay, I laid them back down exactly the way they were. Now we ask about our off-worlders. In that aspect, could it be there because of the presence of the good off-worlders that are cloaked and protecting us and working with us? And it says, same thing. Not quite sure. That would bring some people to their knees, that's for sure, because if they weren't cloaked, all right? This is loss. And I look at it as a loss, just they've been up there for so long and we just now are figuring this out. That's kind of sad. All right. Interesting. Off-worlders. Why are they doing it? For the collective and because we asked them to. We as a collective, most of us are aware of the good off-worlders, right? And we have putting energy out there to not just the Palladians. We've got a lot of them that are, there's different types. I don't want to say species. I'm just saying different families of off-worlders, okay? All different kinds. I mean, how do you think they come up with sci-fi movies? Just because they all look different doesn't mean that they're all bad. They're not all good. So as a collective, we've been asking them come down here and help protect us. Who knows about this? Well, duh. Trump and the alliance working with them. All right. And I said off-worlders. And this was the past card. Yep, it was their hearts and desire to come down here too. Past means they've been here a long time. A long time. Does that make sense? They're also here to help balance us out. Okay? They're balancing our energy. They're taking our good energy and helping manifest, and they're helping get rid of the bad energy. They love it. They're very passionate about our community right now. Like, keep going, keep going. And when they see the little drip drops of the negative that's still left, they get right in there and start fighting. So answering the question, is this off-worlder? Yep. And of course, the moon and the third eye up there tells me, yep, they're watching. They're watching us from up here. Okay? I know. Jen, a little far-fetched. No, it's not. No, it's not. Everything we've learned the past few years seems far-fetched, but nope. But their presence is full of strength up there. So, yep, they're helping clean up this garbage. They could not let humans die. We die, they all die. Yeah, does that make any sense? Okay. Terra is the hardest place to live on. If we can come down here and do it, then we have peace in the universe if we can get rid of this evil. Okay? Universes, because there's multiple. I hope that helped. I just thought of it last night or this morning when Nadia sent me that picture of the chemtrails, and I thought, I just keep getting an off-worlder presence as well. And then, they're still cleaning it up. They're part of cleaning it up. And maybe their ships being cloaked or creating patterns as well. We don't know. I know clouds have a lot to do with it. Okay. What do you all think? Miss Brianna. What volume are we on? Why do we need like super hub speakers to turn up our frequency? Wouldn't that be cool? Let's see. How could we have not known this was going on? Oh, yeah, we were taught to trust. You're right, Mary. Trust me. Take these pills. Go work. Make lots of money. Wear yourself out to where you're so dog tired you don't even care. Look the other way. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mary. Trust us. We landed on the moon. Trust us. Could it be to dissolve the dome, the firmament? You know what? Parts of the firmament are already falling down. Wouldn't be surprised. We can ask. Before it makes sense. Man, because you said so. Who you bossing around? I'm just teasing. No storyteller? Is my chat room bouncing all over the place, or is it just me? Good question. You know what, Michael? I don't know if you've listened to Nader, but he said once they stop selling it, it's on. But we'll ask. Let's do real quick. If this is meant, if the chemtrail, since the energy is still in the cards. Sorry, I need to get a drink. Since the energy is still in the cards, let's ask about the firmament. Is this to dissolve it? Because if it's dissolved, we'll have the ability to travel to the worlds that we've been forbidden to go to. Okay. So, I mean, they have ways of doing it now, portals, things like that. But I'm talking about as a whole, as collective. Okay. All right. Oh, gotcha, Brianna. Sorry, I just said that. I thought she was saying, "Cause I said so." I'm like, "Ooh, Brianna's fired up." Yeah, that's what they did to us. Well, why should we believe that? Because I said so. How many times have we heard that from our parents, and we say it to our children? But why? Because I said so. It's kind of the way it is. You're exactly right. Are they dissolving the firmament? Is that part of the chemtrail thing? Oh, I understand. Oh. I know. I get quiet. But I have to really study because I need to get the download of how to correctly read that. Oh, all right. Nadia, the answer is yes, but there's a process. Mm, it's so sad. Okay, look. I know. I'm sitting there. You're sitting there. Story time. Story time. Tell us. Okay. Remember, we're asking the question: is this the work that's being done to dissolve the firmament? That's just the question. Okay, our worker bee. Right beside of it is that big fat yes. Yes. Okay. This is the sad that this is where it goes sad. Okay. Because as it is being dissolved or dissipates, or you know what I'm talking about, it will. Uh, People are going to be crushed by the truth, the stuff that they've hidden from us for so long, because it's going to take years for our holders to be able to feel comfortable presenting themselves to us as a collective. They can individually, and they do to this day, but it will break the hearts of the world. I mean, that's yeah. This card to bring out the truth. The Seven of Cups. This is the past. When this happens, it will. The universe will deliver the message. It's a cup, right? Seven of Cups. We all know that's an illusion. It will expose all the lies and the illusion that we were told all this time. And I won't get into splitting hairs about governments or three-letter agencies, even religions. I'm not going to do that because there's so many different illusions and lies we've been told. Okay. So as this happens over time, because it will take some time, yeah, it is to dissolve that. This is the card that really hit me hard. Okay. Because when he shows up, it's the Ten of Swords, it's the surrender. People will just almost keel over in surrendering because the truth is too much. It's too much of what they've done. That's heartbreaking. Okay? It's very heartbreaking to like a big portion of people that are unaware. Okay, this is why they have to do it so slow. Here we are because this part of us or collective just, hey, bring me the message. Just do what you got to do. Tell me what the firmament is. Tell me why we have it. Tell me why we haven't been able to break through it. Okay. Yeah. So contract, but this is an off-worlder card. Okay. Lovers is always, because unless it's romantically aspected, it's always a contract and it's an off-worlder card. Okay. It's also an Atlantean card if you ever want to get into Atlantis things. So, but the way this is aspected, our off-worlders in the contract that we have with them, our friends, it is to, yeah, you asked about taking down the firmament. Yep. But I don't get that it's going to happen real fast because people can't handle that. Or I could be wrong. I'm pulling your confirmation. Or I could be wrong. I just pulled your confirmation. It's up to us of how fast it happens. Okay. So your final 3 confirmation, which are also advice cards as well. It will come quicker as your chariot. Movement, okay? Speed. It's not aspected with military in this aspect. This is just us as the collective. It will come faster with speed if our energy and frequency and light gets stronger. We're the one doing it. Off-worlders are helping. Wouldn't that be weird? Wing says, well, if you think about it, if the good off-worlders have, and we know that they have thousands and thousands of ships up there. As the firmament breaks off, it can dissolve and just evaporate, but it also can come down in solid forms. Well, we don't need all that falling on our heads either. What if their ships are there as a barrier to help catch it? I don't know. It's just a thought process. Could be. But our energy, light, and frequency will make it come faster. Okay. And the whole goal, the final card, is to get us out of the prison that we're in. Because I said we need to be able to travel and go places that we've been held back from doing. And the truth has been held from us. We were imprisoned in the own truth that we had. We were just blindfolded, handcuffed, on our knees going, what the hell is happening? Well, we're figuring it out now. And it woke us up and enlightened us. And so it'll move a lot quicker the better we get at, our meditations and raising the frequency and energy. Okie dokie. So that's your firmament. All right. All right, Michael. Let's do your Iraqi dinar to reinstate and revalue. I know one of the big things is to kill that American dollar. The fiat has got to go. People have been buying up dinars so fast, but I do know, like Nader said, and Mark has talked about it, once it's pulled from the street, game's on. Okay. So let's ask, is it going to be reinstated and revalued soon? I will also try to, tarot does not like time. Like, what's time? I don't know what you're talking about. I can try, but let's just ask in general, will it revalue soon? I don't know if you follow Mark Z at all, y'all know who Oki is, right? God bless him because he went through so many health issues. Oki, he's been out there putting information out too, and he sent one out last night. My husband's eyes got huge. He goes, just got some classified information. As of tomorrow, we all gonna be happy. And I went, I don't know what that means, Oki, but don't put dates on stuff. Okay. All right. All righty. Iraqi dinar. tell you what, I know everybody around the world want to turn in their own dinar for their currency exchange, but I tell you what, I pray and pray and pray that this flips Iraq upside down and that they have the most beautiful world that they deserve to live in. I mean, I'm not trying to be nasty and ugly, but I know when Lee did his tour over there, it was just, it's a shithole. I said it. And people don't deserve that. It's not the people that are the problem. It's their hierarchy, deep state bullshit. People deserve that. I don't care what country you live in. Humanity deserves better than that. So I hope they just run with the dinar for them. Pray to God. All right, Michael. It's going to reevaluate soon. Well, aren't you special? Asking this question. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Oh, huge yes. I see what they're working on, though. We actually just talked about it. Interesting. First of all, let's cover the time frame. The repetitive number that's in this reading is 2. We don't know. Could be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Never go into years. It doesn't work that way. 2 months would be at the latest. Okay. But it could go in 2 hours. I don't care. It could go in 2 minutes before we're even done with this. But that's your timeline that I got. Okay. All right. Now, this is you asking the question. Tell me about this contract exchange, because that's the 2 of Cups, and that's what that card represents. Contract exchange of agreement. Okay, that's just you asking. So there's one of your 2s. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Here's another 2. They have to balance out. They're weighing it right now. So they are working on it, but they're trying to find some Pentacle. They have to weigh how's this going to work. Okay. All right. Now, wow. This is in the past. This is what I find interesting, Michael, is this is a past card. The judgment has already been served. They've already done this, which is a movement card, which they've already moved the dinar where it needs to be. You're just now hearing about it. Okay. So he's sitting at the top as in, we already did that. We already moved it where it needed to go, which I find is fascinating. What are we waiting on? For the universe to bring us the information. Okay. Cups are information. We're just waiting to hear about it. But he sat up here. This has already happened. You're just waiting to hear. Does that make sense? You're just trying to find a balance. And because he was sitting beside him, it also says they're trying to find the right balance of the time to tell you. Okay. You know, timing's everything. But a big fat ace, yes. The truth, the words, the knowledge will come out very, very soon. Okay. This is where I brought in the fiat dollar. It has to die first. It has to take a knee. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Because it's kept the dinar with the ace in between. Lay it out like this. The ace is in between. Okay. So both of these cards need to be well aspected in one part. Okay. Truth is going to come out that the bad guys have taken a knee and they're out. So get rid of them. Truth is going to come out that people are no longer imprisoned with lies. Okay. It's going to break all that down. You're out of prison. You're not blindfolded, hands tied. So this kills both those cards. Ace is your final. Here's your confirmation. Okay. Interesting. I know when this guy normally comes up, we call him a trickster, right? Not in this aspect, because you have the magician card. In this aspect, it's a teacher. Okay. People are going to have to be taught the new math. I don't want to do now's math, let alone new math. Okay. And I'm talking about Common Core. You know what I'm talking about. People will have to be taught new evaluations, reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So he's a teacher in this. He's not a trickster. You're not being tricked. They will have to teach people. Right beside of him is a baby page because they're like, what does that mean? Okay. Teach, like, just he's going to be the teacher and you're the pupil. Okay. And it's not just Iraqi people, it's going to have to be the world. Okay. All right. But the work has been done. The pentacles, the work has been put in, and now we're waiting for the harvest. That's just you waiting, going, okay, teach me. What do I need to know? But your answer, Michael, is yes. And if I would put a number, or Tara would put a number on it, you got a 2. Okay. Because you had those 2 that came up first off the bat. Okay. You're welcome, sweet darling. So, we got some learning to do too. See. All right. So your base card on that, Michael, was the King of Cups. Remember, they're setting boundaries of how they're going to bring this information out, how fast it comes out, and they're setting boundaries of values and things like that. But I got in the past, they've already done all the majority of it. They're setting boundaries of when we get to find out. Okay. They have to put boundaries because there's a bunch of other currencies doing the same thing. Does that make sense? Boundaries because school's in session. All right? All right. I hope that helps, darling. All right. That's all I got, guys. Unless you had something else. But hubby's getting off work, and I've got to go rough up some grandbabies. That's a joke. Don't be surprised. People will yell at me. Did you just say you're going to hurt your grandbabies? Y'all, some people. All right. Anyway, so before I let you go, keep this in mind. Monday night with Nadia on Zoom, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody that's still on the list that wants to remain there, I'll just leave you there and send you a link. Anybody that's not on my list and I don't have your email address, email it to me. All that's in the description. You can text it to me. Just say, hey, it's, I don't know, Joe Smo, Bozo the Clown, whoever. Penelope the Peacock, here's my email. I want to join Zoom. It's fine. It's also a way of me putting you into my contacts. So if I ever need to let anybody know anything very quickly, I can text you. And I do not give that information out. Anything. You send me personal information, and then if I don't have confirmation, I've already done this. I'll have to say, I said that if this person contacts you, you would exchange my phone number or email. Would you please do that? If I get confirmation from the other person and they both agree, then I will give it out. Okay. Other than that, if this is private and this is confidential, you never have to worry about that. Okay. You don't have to test my integrity. I will not ever do that. Okay. So Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Nadia and I want as many people wants to join us. If you're interested, we'll talk about beautiful Dolores Cannon, some forgiveness meditation, how we can manifest, especially for our next generation, for a new world. And then last but not least, as a reminder, and I will get with Caroline because she's working on the thumbnails. We're already into November, 4 days. We want to do our global events for November. We got a lot going on. Of course, elections next Tuesday. Holidays are coming up. There's just a lot going on. Okay? A lot going on. You're so welcome, sugar. I love y'all. Christine, you're late. But I love you. I'll holler at you in the morning. Yep, we're wrapping it up. Catch the replay, sweet darling. And you'll get all caught up to date. But Michael, you're welcome, honey. I hope that got some questions answered today. And think of some more. Be ready. Think of your global questions we want to tackle this month. It doesn't have to be in the US. This is global. Stuff's going on in lots of different countries. Just like all the I don't believe for 1 minute that North Korea shot missiles to South Korea. I don't believe it. I think it's all horseshit. I think Donald Trump put Rocket Man in his place, and I don't think we need to worry about that. I'm not manifesting negativity, but that's something we can look into. All right? That's it, guys. I got to go tackle this family. Supper, evening routines, all that kind of stuff, okay? Hub is coming home. All right? If you want to join and don't know how to join Zoom, email me, text me. I'll send you a link and get you set up. And as far as I know, you need to have Zoom downloaded on your device. Everyone that said you don't have to, yes, you do. I don't know, maybe there's a difference in devices, but everybody that says, well, I didn't have it, you have to download the app. It's free. It's free. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all for popping in for a Friday afternoon chat. It's a good thing because Nadia's got a karaoke tonight. We can't interrupt that. So I'm just teasing you. She's going to go sing me a song. That's okay, Mary. It's all right. I'm going to record it and I'll upload it. And, it's not the last one. I'm sure there may be multiple parts. We go with the energy. Okay? We don't put our finger or thumb on anything. We just go with it. All right? I love y'all. Nadia, go sing your heart out tonight. Christine, I'll holler at you in the morning. Michael, all love you. Dragonfly, all of my sweet darlings. I love you. Remember to go out there and spread your love and light. Every once in a while, a little ch-ch. And I will talk to you as soon as I can. I love all y'all. Okay? Love you. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good evening.